And we're live.
What's up?
I got out of the live quick as shit. We're live. Wait a minute.
We are live from my main page. Ain't that nice?
Uh-oh.
We
Billion
back.
streams.
We back.
I ain't got a billion streams, but I got $1 billion.
We back. I'm back. I'm out of fresh Facebook jail. Fresh about the pen. You should probably, you know what? You should start doing that somewhere else, so it doesn't play back.
I probably should. It's cool. Y'all like it, right? Kickbackers, y'all like the unprofessional way we do it. We still do it. We get done. As long as you come in, that's all that matter, right?
Yeah.
I did it. Did you come? All right, let's go. I'm saying.
He's a whole.
You get an orgasm. You know, I gotta stop because I was told that I'd be doing that. And just today told me again that we cuss too much. But she hasn't seen the episode with just me and you.
Okay.
She remembers you from before and from her birthday party.
I'm sure she know I be cussing like a mother.
I was getting Mel's on the show. She was like, "Oh yeah, can our birthday party?" I'm like, "What? Yeah, oh yeah, you're right." That's crazy. You went to my mother's birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
You must be family.
I can't seem to get rid of you, so. I hope everybody's having a good day, had a good weekend.
Hell yeah. Hope you're working your dream, your side hustle, your business. It's the last day of Black History Month, y'all.
It's the last day of Black History Month.
We got some things to talk about. I want to shout out everybody black, all of our heroes, leaders, influencers, culture changers. But I want to talk about Black History Month and why it's in February, the shortest month of the year. And we know that, and it's kind of like a slick thing. Like, they put it in the shortest month. But like real nigga shit, they put it in the shortest month on purpose. Like, that wasn't an accident. And fuck them. And it's winter. You know you want to do a barbecue. I am proposing we move Black History Month to August. Black Music Month is June, but then I got taken away by the alphabet people.
Oh, Lord.
What happened?
Just saw a comment from Keon talking about something. Is Kevin Samuels going to be on the show?
He's going to call in.
Child.
Well, I might channel his spirit.
I'm totally new to sharing things on my laptop. I feel like an old lady.
You look like an old lady.
Listen, you have no room to talk about anybody being old.
Whoa. I'm youthful. I have youthful exuberance. I told you at my job, the new guy was like, "You're not really 44. Like you're lying." And I'm like, "No, let me see your license." I'm like, "Look, man, y'all be doing the most because I know I have a youthful exuberance, and I only have."
Is that your word of the week?
Youthful or exuberance?
Exuberance.
Yeah, maybe.
You just used to like 2 times back to back. That's what it means. I said it.
Exuberance. I be exuberant and shit.
Shut up.
I do. That's what it happened. Like, wow, he's so exuberant. That ain't use that way? Can you use it that way? Youthful exuberance. Exuberance is what you display, right?
Yes.
It is what you display. So you have youthful exuberance. You can have a bisexual exuberance. It's your presentation. I'm gonna look it up. One of y'all kickback and tell us what the fuck exuberance means. And don't use it in a sentence. The quality of being full of energy, excitement, and cheerfulness. Ooh, ebullience.
Oh, wow. Okay, Malik, we're actually going to get to that topic later in the show.
What is
A
it?
quick question. Do y'all feel that intelligent men fall for toxic women as well?
Oh, yeah, we definitely going to get into that. Definitely. Matter of fact, Dion, let me go and get us started on Clubhouse.
How do I guess I can.
Actually, we're not doing Clubhouse today. Fuck Clubhouse. So, y'all see the topics. We got to play a few more. We definitely got to talk about Wanda Vision, Snowfall. Nigga, Currency new album is fire. We got to talk about that. Our Wizards, Brandy Beal. I'm going to say right now, the best scorer in the league, the best offensive player in the league. We get into that. And then we got to talk about the toxicity between men and women. What happened with Tiger, Bobby's home. People are wondering why we're celebrating Bobby. I I don't think it's for the reason some of y'all think it's for. So we'll talk about that as well. And
Okay. I'm trying to send this to somebody. Sorry.
Okay. No issue. And while she's doing that, so what y'all think about this Black History Month thing? I really do feel like we should change the month and make it a more exuberant month. Nah. Just put it together in a way that it's a time when we want to celebrate it. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing it in some weird time capsule, lapsule, snapsule, bapsule. You know what I'm saying? I want to do it the right way. I want to celebrate it how it's supposed to be celebrated. Got diggity doggy. So, yeah. All right, so we ready?
Yes.
All right.
Hold on, don't you say it. Don't say it.
Nothing.
You was about to say it.
I was about to. All right, y'all. So we'll be starting in about 3 seconds. Get your drink, get your whatever you need.
Okay.
Get your pen and paper, take some notes and shit. And stuff.
You all ready? Let's do this. And here we go with the bullshit. Here we go.
I'm gonna take the picture. It's the flash. It's the flash.
Bingo. And
Kickback. Welcome to a pod named Kickback. It's like a Tribe Called Quest. You said the whole thing. Also known as the Black CNN. And the revolution will be televised. I'm No Breaks New, the righteous ratchet. If you throw it, I'll catch it. If you got it, I'll match it. Every Monday, we right back at it. I am the Black Savage.
what's up, y'all? It's your girl Melody Dion, also known as So Mellow, the Queen of Creeps, the Brick of Men, also known as the Conscious Creep. Here for another week.
So we're going to start with our Kickback Fact of the Week. Showers aren't just good for your hygiene, they're good for your creativity too. For a 2012 study published in the journal Psychological Science, researchers gave volunteers creativity problems to solve followed by a period of rest. During that period, some were assigned demanding tasks, while others did simpler tasks that allowed their minds to wander, just like a shower does. Those doing the simpler tasks during the resting time were more likely to solve the original creativity problems. What you think about that?
I can see that.
I do a lot of thinking in the shower.
I do too. I think of a lot of shit in the shower. You know what's fucked up? By the time I get out of the shower, I will have forgotten everything that I thought of.
Like a dream.
Mm-hmm.
I usually listen to music in the shower. Then I started listening to sports talk in the morning. But now I might even put on a book, one of my books.
Mm-hmm.
Since I listen to a book in the car so much, usually in the morning I got music on.
Mm-hmm.
That good Kickback, a part of that Kickback playlist, available on Apple. And while we're here, I want you guys to download it. It's a pod named Kickback playlist. The first song on here, I'll give you the first 5 songs. Smiled on Me by Currency, Nipsey Hussle and Jay-Z with a Feel Like, The Baby, Masterpiece, Moneybag Yo, I Got Time Today, and Lucky Day featuring Queen Asia, Dream. This is
Queen Naja?
Something like
Is
that.
it N-A-I-J?
Mm-hmm.
Naja.
She Puerto Rican though. So they pronounce the I. Yeah,
that's not how she pronounced her name. You were pronouncing these names that I gotta correct you on. First it was
what about Dalton Ibrahim?
That's
say his name.
Pull it back up and I'll say it correctly. Dalton Ibrahimic.
That's what I said. That's literally what I said.
Yeah. You're talking about me mispronouncing.
What was your high week?
It was a baby shower. That was
Okay. How was that?
It was fun. It was a good time.
Good. New birth, new babies coming into the world.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your Lord?
The baby shower.
A lot of work.
Just people beginning new chapters of their lives, and I'm happy for her. I'm just sad to see her go. So.
I can do. My high of the week was you know what? My high of the week was this morning talking to Aunt Joyce. I called my aunt who raised me, so she's like my mother. It was not like my mother.
Monty.
She was my mother. Yeah. I called Monty.
Mm-hmm.
I called her to tell her one thing, and I could not get off the phone with her. We sat on the phone for like an hour and a half. Talked about literally everything. Trump, the vaccine, my rap career, the podcast, people that stink on planes, her being in Africa. It was just everywhere. We talked about mail. Shit was just everywhere. And that's always good to get, we call it getting trapped on the phone when I do this, because once you say, hey, you get them 3 words, I call you back. Shit. I'm stuck. At least you told me to stop cussing, so stuff. I'm stuck. Is what I should have said. Sorry.
Drat.
Drats. Let's see. Let's get right into it. Our Bible story of the week. Before we get into the fun stories, let's take a quick time to send some positive energy and prayers to Tiger Woods, who was in another horrific accident. They say he shattered his ankle. As a person who was broken almost every single bone in my ankle, it still wasn't shattered. And I still struggle with walking, jogging. I can run through these ladies' minds pretty easily. I'm always running through their mind. But like physical activity.
Okay, keep going.
I'm just saying. So, what do you call it? So hopefully he has a speedy recovery. I don't know that he'll be playing golf again. He already had like back issues, leg issues. Now you throw that into it. I think Tiger should get a driver.
Yeah, I don't understand why he was driving in the first place. Like, you are Tiger of Woods. You don't need to drive. Get a driver. And when it happened, it reminded me a whole lot of Kobe. Like, I was like, no.
Was it around the same time?
It was. Well, a month later, yeah. Like, it was still like, damn. Like, first of all, the city of Los Angeles can't take another hit like that. Yeah. Like, because then, like, Nipsey first, then Kobe. If they lost Tiger, it'd have been like, man, what the hell is the city cursed? Like,
yeah, City of Angels.
Literally.
We got a couple, but thankfully Tiger's still here.
Yeah.
And all the golfers today wore red shirts. Yeah, red shirts for Tiger. I started to wear red, but crip. I can't really, so.
Okay.
So I couldn't really do it. Actually, I'm not. Nobody shooting me.
He is not a crip. He is not in the game, y'all.
I'm an adult. I'm in a business meeting. That's what I'm in. Also, so this is the topic that I know is near and dear to Mel's heart. Why do intelligent women...
No, you forgot.
Oh, what if it...
Bobby Shmurda.
Oh, welcome home,
about
Bobby.
a week ago. He got it in
They say his head just came down. Welcome home, Bobby Shmurda. A lot of people on the internet, well, not a lot, but I started seeing this going around. Why are y'all celebrating him? What did he do that was so great? And people are like, he didn't snitch. And I'm like, well, yes, he didn't snitch, but that isn't even the extent to his greatness. What he did was, he was put in a position where he was going to get a lighter sentence, and they really wanted him because he was the face of the movement, and they were going to give all of his best friends elongated sentences as a way to punish him. And so they said, hey, look, do this. You take a couple more years, and we'll reduce their sentences. So basically, they can all still get out when they're in their 20s, early 30s, as opposed to getting out of jail at 40 and being a rapper / drug dealer. What the fuck you gonna do at 40? You know what I'm saying? So he took more time to bring his guys home. And a lot of people are like, oh, he's stupid. I wouldn't take time for nobody. I wouldn't. And I was like, you don't have friends, huh? You don't love your people? Like, what? Huh?
A lot of people are selfish.
Yeah, man. They're like, he's stupid. He's doing that. And I'm like, dog, he made a decision to let his closest friends all come home around the same time so that they could still have a career in music. They can all be 29, 30, 31 and still pursue the music. And that's not a bad thing.
It's not.
When you know you all did the crimes together, it just got more evidence on everybody else. He knew he was there with them.
I mean, shit, you never know. The better part of your rap career could take off after 30 because look at Rick Ross and 2 Chainz. Them niggas, like, Rick Ross definitely got to be in his 40s. I don't know how old he is. I don't know how 2 Chainz is either, but I know the niggas are above 30. And their careers took off after 30. So.
Absolutely. Now imagine if they just got out of jail in their 40s. And that's what Bobby was trying to prevent. So one time for Bobby Shmurda holding it down, being a real nigga, you do the crime, do the time. If you can help your friends, I say do that as well. Our what the fuck story of the week. D'Angelo versus. It was D'Angelo and friends, and guess what? We were the friends.
Wasn't nobody watching, y'all.
Nobody was watching, and nobody was there.
Nobody cared. Like, first of all, we ain't heard from D'Angelo in a long time. Last time I saw him, he did not look good. I didn't watch it. Was he still fat? He still fat, D'Angelo?
I think he's like mid-sized D'Angelo.
Oh, because when I saw him, he was looking terrible. It reminded me of that meme they show you, like, when you like them in high school. Yeah. Like, you remember D'Angelo looking good when he was younger, when he was like 19 and fucking with Angie Stone, who was like 31, but that's a whole nother story.
Toxic.
And then, versus him now, like 200 pounds heavier.
Yeah.
It is not the same. I'm not checking for you, boo.
Don't be fat shaming, man.
I'm not fat shaming because you can be big and cute. He is not though.
It was weird because it felt like, well, I guess Timberland and Swiss City was originally supposed to be Maxwell versus D'Angelo on Valentine's Day. For whatever reason, that didn't happen, and this is what they gave us. But it felt like it was gonna be bullshit from the beginning. They didn't promote it as much. It wasn't that big a deal, and it was very secretive. This wound up being a D'Angelo concert that Method Man, Redman came out to, and Her came out to. But I realized a few things. One, D'Angelo and friends, we were the friends. Two, I don't like D'Angelo as much as I thought I did. I thought I loved D'Angelo. I thought I loved his music. I thought he was one of them pioneers of soul. That's my guy. And he started singing his songs. I was like,
yeah, we like that first album, that Brown Sugar album, and then the one with How Does It Feel? But we ain't really, he don't really have a catalog.
Yeah, it's such big gaps in his music, and it's kind of hard to get into all of it.
I mean, Maxwell has gaps, but Maxwell has a catalog. Like,
I'm more celebrated.
Yeah. People got it.
I agree. I realized that D'Angelo was some mid. Like, he's not loud, he's mid. Mid. You know, D'Angelo was mid. I'm just saying. I was just like, And they only had 100,000 viewers on Instagram.
You know, that's
like the lowest number of any versus battle.
Yeah, didn't nobody watch that.
I think me and JB did a versus battle between Tupac and Biggie that had more views. It was just weird. And I was doing quarantine. We were on separate screens. And it was a lot. It was bad. Don't do that again, Swiss and Timberland. Yeah. Don't do that again.
I mean, at least promote it properly. Because nobody was checking for it. Nobody was checking for it. Nobody.
And I tried to hype it up. We watching D'Angelo tonight. What y'all waiting? They ain't waiting.
Nobody was like, I'm not watching this shit.
Yeah.
I saw you when you said it. I was like, nope. I'm not watching.
It was bad.
I knocked out hard after that baby shower though. I was tired. I'm still recovering.
Yeah.
I like snored on everybody. It was bad. I was tired, y'all.
Yeah, don't snore on the Kickback. All right. So, speaking of don't be dumb, Mel's Jewish Spanish boyfriend, Dalton, what's his last name? What's your new last name want to be?
No.
What's his name?
Abrahamic.
Now, why you moving my back?
I didn't move it back. Always talking shit.
I know.
You probably moved it.
Dalton Abrahamic.
All the time is kicking in.
Come on, Vera. Dalton Abrahamic made some comments about LeBron James, saying he loved him as an athlete, thought he was great as an athlete, but he thought that he should not get involved in social justice issues, and he hates when he does that. Dalton, I just want to tell you, shut the fuck up.
Yes.
Nobody cares.
Mind your fucking business. Nobody cares.
Yeah. You know what we don't like? When you talk about LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
You should just stick to soccer. Don't speak about LeBron.
Mind your business.
Mind your motherfucking business, bitch. Long titty, no nipple having ass, bitch. Kicked the ball but never made a goal at. Oh, I'm just gonna stop cussing.
Look at you.
Dalton is Abrahamic fault.
He ain't got no act right on Joyce. I'm sorry.
It's Dalton.
I've been trying to wrangle him in.
Wrangle? Who are you? You Brett Favre now?
Does Brett Favre
Wrangler jeans?
Boo. Boo.
Oh, okay. So, you know, there have been some changes with the show. Y'all know it's me and Mel now. The male-woman dynamic. Who are you, Mel?
I'm a woman. I'm a black woman. I am a wonderful, kind, genuinely good person. You can't argue that.
That's why your voice cracking. The lies.
It's the
lies.
tiredness. It's the tiredness. I am a lot of things. Well, no, those are the main things that I am. They have nothing to do with the things that I can do. That is who I am.
Okay, so how would you describe yourself to the Kickbackers? They tune into this podcast every week, and they see us discussing these topics, but they may not quite get where we're coming from. Like, okay, why would you think that? What in your life has put you to where what has framed your perspective?
Life.
She's the talkative one.
I mean, I observe. I think a lot. You look very Trumpian doing that, but don't eat with your hands a lot. I try to be objective about my opinions on things and try to see things from both perspectives. I try to be fair.
Okay.
And like I think me being a Gemini, I think I also am good at seeing things from both sides. It's a sign of duality. People always say, y'all are two-faced. No, we see things from both sides. That's what that means. We are not two-faced. I don't know any two-faced Geminis, but we do. I, in particular, put a lot into the opinions that I form before I say them. I try not to just shoot from the hip. You know what I'm saying? I want to articulate my thoughts clearly and make sure that, like, if you're just giving you a good reply to something that may be a topic that affects people in some sort of way. That may not have made sense because I didn't have time to think about my answers. But I'm gonna be him. But no,
it's also valid, as you guys can tell.
Only towards him.
See, trying to keep the black man beat. Okay, officer.
Who are you?
All right, officer. Who is new? Now no man done it is. Who is new? You don't want no pasta it is. Who is new?
So, who are you?
Shh. I'm now Tariq Numan. I'm Stephanie and Ricky's son. I'm Joy's son. I grew up I wasn't a Gemini, but I grew up in like a Gemini dynamic. I call it now righteous and ratchet. But I was a pro-black 5%er Muslim in the middle of a Christian country in the fucking 80s. I was different, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I grew up in some of the worst neighborhoods in DC, but I always knew that there was more. So I always strived to be bigger than my environment, or not limited by my environment. So when it came to like my hood ass niggas, I wasn't the most hood. And when it came to my nerdy friends, I wasn't the most nerdy. So it was like I was always somewhere in the middle. Mm-hmm. And so when I was in the street, I was like,
you can get in with everybody.
Yeah, I could fit in with everybody, but you also felt like, where do I belong? I fit here, but where do I actually belong?
Where's my lane?
And I felt like I spent a lifetime looking for my lane. Because there were certain times where I don't want to go to Harvard or an Ivy League school. I also don't want to go shoot nobody tomorrow. I don't know where the fuck I'm supposed to be.
So you went to Howard.
So I just went to Howard. HU?
No.
And I called Howard the 13th grade. I should have went away somewhere. That's what I should have done. I should have with a FAMU like me and separated myself. But I went to the 13th grade.
Yeah, because you grew up in DC.
I grew up on Georgia Avenue. I went to a college in my neighborhood.
Yeah, it was different for me going to Howard because at that point in time my mother had already passed. So I moved into a house with my friend and her mom. And so moving out of that house, which was in Atlanta, Maryland, in PG County, it was like moving away for me because I never went back there. I never really saw any of my friends from high school after that. So me going to Howard because I moved on campus. Did you move on campus?
I was in Meridian Hill. Shout out to the Ebony Sex Palace.
Your freshman year?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a surprise. I mean, I was in Meridian my freshman year too. But it's not a freshman dorm.
It's not. It's a co-ed dorm.
It's a co-ed dorm.
You share the same showers with the ladies? Oh, man.
Woo! What's funny is I think I actually found my mom's dorm room when I was in Meridian.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so crazy because like I stayed on the second floor and there was this dorm room at the end of the hall.
Fourth floor.
My freshman year, they had the second and third floor for the freshman girls because Truth and Crandall were being renovated.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, I think I had found my mom's old dorm room because she stayed in Meridian too. So like, Howard made a lot of me, created a lot of me. So the whole pro-black side of me definitely was nurtured and cultivated.
I want to say she misses us.
We miss you too.
Yeah, tune in every goddamn week. You can see our pretty faces.
At least with my pretty face. I don't know about his.
Wait a minute. Howard shaped me a lot, but Howard shaped me before I went to Howard. I used to do children's theater programs in Howard as a child. That's where, of course, I met JB and Shmi and Kofi. And I was doing that from like age 7 or 8. So going to Howard was always in the cards, but it just wasn't a different experience. And if I had left the city and went somewhere, I knew the professors at Howard. So it was just like, literally went to the 13th grade. But I love it. I love what it did do for me. I dropped out to become a rapper, like on my Kanye shit. And I learned a lot. I learned a lot about hustle, I learned a lot about organizing people. I learned a lot about women. I love black women. Shout out to the black women on the earth, goddamn it. Much time for that. Woo! Yeah, I mean, Howard, if it wasn't for the classes, Howard would have been a shit. We had to keep going to class. It was so bad.
I hate you, yo.
I'm just saying.
If it wasn't for the
If
classes.
it wasn't for the classes, Howard would have been the best thing that ever happened to me. I want to say is, I now am a very accomplished woman, and I feel that when your life is balanced, you should consciously seek someone to challenge your intellect. That many times
comes in the form of either the men we date or the company we keep. It keeps life interesting.
I did some punctuation or something. I didn't get it.
Yeah, you're putting the wrong emphasis on the wrong part of the sentence.
Have you ever done, we're going to do an exercise. I'm going to show y'all something real quick. The sentence is, I did not shoot my wife. That's the sentence. But watch this. I did not shoot my wife. 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 See how isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
The emphasis can make all the difference in what the message you're trying to convey.
Absolutely. I learned that at Howard, in a little theater group. We're trying to learn how to say our lines and shit. Shout out to Norman and Kelsey Playmakers. How the hell we get on Howard? We get to who am I?
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm the righteous ratchet, you the conscious creep. We do like two different sides of the same coin, basically. Look, I've been getting good feedback. People are happy you're back. People have been saying that.
Really?
I saw one person who like, where's JB? But everybody else is like, oh my God, I love Mel. She's the best. Oh my God.
Oh, thanks, guys. I love y'all too. I do it for y'all. I
That's
mean,
right.
he helps, but.
I'm about to say something, but I just might be watching, so I'm not even seeing it. So, let's move on to some more Black history. Let's give it up our Nipsey Hussle Award, which we give out every single week. This week it goes to Jay-Z. Jay-Z and Marcy Venture Partners are helping launch an app called Perch Credit that allows minorities to raise their credit score with their monthly subscriptions to Netflix, Hulu, Spotify, Disney Plus, and more.
And I have all of those.
Right.
Netflix, Hulu, Spotify, Disney Plus, Amazon.
Pornhub.
I don't have a subscription to Pornhub. There's too much free porn out here to pay for porn.
OnlyFans.
I have a page.
So Jay-Z and Marcy Venture Partners have already invested $2.5 million into the app. So, boogity.
I mean, if y'all want to see y'all want to see some content, let me know, because I've never posted anything on my.
Okay. I was thinking about it, maybe she did, but I have an OnlyFans page too. But I made it for the podcast.
Oh.
But since we had Patreon, support our Patreon. We have the kicker level, the backer level, and the kickbacker level. $2, $7, $10 bonus episodes. We're doing an episode tonight on our sex podcast, which is called Choke and Stroke. And we have, I won't say his real name, we have a gentleman on that sells sex toys. So we'll put out a snippet for you guys to get this information. But if you want to see a live demonstration of those toys, you're going to have to subscribe to Patreon.
And wait a couple weeks.
Yeah. And next week, we're going to have the Deva Arizel, who we had on a year ago, you know, talking about dom and submission, and that's gonna be good too on Patreon, at least a $7 tier. So patreon.com/apartment kickback. Having said that, let's get back to the giving back. More Black history. Washington Wizards point guard Russell Westbrook to open middle and high schools in South Los Angeles for disenfranchised kids. It's called the Why Not Academy. He released a statement. I wanted to create better access to educational and outdoor opportunities for children and the community at large in South LA. I realized through the work my Why Not Foundation how often schools in underserved communities lack the resources and funding needed to support their students. I not only want to inspire and empower these students, but I want to help provide the essential and necessary resources to set them up for success beyond the classroom. What you think about that, Mel?
That's a wonderful thing. I love all these NBA players, or just like people who have the platforms to create educational. There's a word, that wasn't the word I wanted to use for disenfranchised youth. I love it. I'm here for it. I'm proud of them for doing it. Keep up the good fight, fellas.
Jalen Rose has done it. LeBron James has done it. Didi has done it. And now Russell Westbrook. And if I forgot you, I'm sorry. I can't remember everybody who's done it. But we appreciate you. Absolutely. My man C-Webb, Chris Webber, another former Wizard, is going to be teaching a course at Morehouse University.
Oh, good for him.
About, basically using your platform as an athlete to influence the world through social change.
I love it. I'm here for that. I'm here for it. So what's his name? Dalton Ibrahimic, suck it. Because
right.
we're going to keep using, the athletes are going to keep using their platforms.
That's right.
So you can get over it.
You lucky on Joe Watson, I would tell you.
Yeah, because I had to catch myself. I wanted to say something real crazy, but I know Aunt Joy's listening, so I'm going to try to be nice.
Yeah, but Dalton
chilling.
And LeBron checked him already.
Yeah.
So,
Goat.
Yeah, Goat James. And Shannon Sharp would say, Netflix and chill, man. Well, I'm not even going. Okay, yeah, let's start with Wanda.
Okay, I was like, where are we going with this?
Yeah, let's start with Wanda. Do the song.
One division, one division, one division, one division. Okay. One division. I hope y'all.
For this week's episode.
Oh my God! I hope y'all are watching WandaVision.
Look at our goofy head.
I know we look so dumb. I hope y'all are watching WandaVision. Like, oh, did I miss this week's Queen show? I'm sorry. No, I didn't. Okay, no, I was thinking about Queen Sugar too, because I was like, whatever. But yeah, so for those of y'all who have not been watching, well, man, fuck y'all if you haven't been watching. For those of y'all who have, let's get into it.
And if you haven't seen this episode, come back in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Spoiler alerts.
Lots and lots of development in terms of WandaVision, because we got to know more about Wanda's backstory. So we start off with she and Agatha back in the dark basement. It looks crazy. Where Agatha's using her powers against Wanda, basically to bind her and control her. And Wanda tries to read what's her name? Agatha's mind. Doesn't work. She's powerless against Agatha.
Yeah, there's no Wanda can't use her powers in that region.
Because Agatha's like, so tell me how you were able to create this whole thing. Because Wanda did create the whole thing, which is what I said.
Well, no, I said that she created the whole thing, but she didn't create Pietro.
Okay.
I was right.
All right.
Only time I was wrong was I was actually right, but I thought I was wrong, but I was really right, so I was right. But I could have been wrong, but I wasn't wrong because I was right.
Anyway, so Agatha's trying to figure out how Wanda is able to control this whole thing because Wanda's powers have like grown exponentially from when they started. And so we get to take a trip back down memory lane. So we go through Wanda's childhood when she was back in Sokovia with her parents. We see her and little Pietro, and their parents, and just see how that whole thing happened when the house blew up. Yo, I was like, oh shit! Like I knew, like it's one thing hearing the story, but then seeing them like play it out, and seeing the Stark Industries missile that didn't blow up for like 2 days. And so Agatha's like, he must have controlled it. And she was like, nah, it was defective, but we didn't know that. And so then they move on to another stage in Wanda's life where it's like, where was she then? No, it was an in-between spot because she starts fighting. She, in the middle of a terrorist war, she starts working for a terrorist organization. And so we go down that memory lane, and then we move on to her time when she moved to the Avengers Tower, when she and Vision were living together. And so basically, it's like, how did this happen? So by the end of the episode, we see how she created the whole thing because, like, she went to go get Vision out of the Avengers. What is that building called? I can't think of it. The Avengers headquarters compound, whatever. She went to go get him, and basically the director, Hayward or whatever, he was like, yeah, I can't let you do that. I can't let you leave with $3 billion worth of vibranium. And he's like, but I'm going to show you something. So he shows her Vision, and they're like trying to disassemble him.
No, they disassembled him.
Well, yeah, they did. They were
like
tearing him apart.
Head over there,
yeah.
arms over there. It looked like a damn scene in the Freak Party Taboo. Just body parts everywhere.
So yeah, so by the end of the day,
Taboo? Trapeze.
Well,
yeah,
there was a club down here named Taboo. There was a club down here named Taboo. Taboo 2. I used to
love Taboo 2.
I used to love going to Taboo 2.
Me too. You used to do their crab legs. They had crab legs and the comedy show.
Taboo 2.
We did
go.
So for a comedy show. And they called me on stage or something. Did something.
And my sister and Walter. We had a good time. And that's when we met that pretty light skinned girl. Her name's like Carrie. It is Carrie.
Not that I was interested in her.
Sure.
People watching her.
I still keep up with her a little bit.
You do?
On IG, yeah.
She like responded to my DM, so I left her alone.
Oh, well, yeah, she still be liking my stuff sometimes on IG.
She could have got 80 and thing, but
anyway. So by the end of the episode, we see how she created Westview, because it was basically a town that she and Vision had planned to move to. They had purchased purchased land there. They were going to build a house there. And Wanda gets there, and she has this whole thing, this breakdown where basically that's how Westview came about, where she casts this whole red thing that creates Westview and creates Vision.
Use your words. She cast a red thing. It was a rage spell.
Okay, we'll call it that then.
Okay.
That's how she created the Hex, which then created Vision. So you see her recreate Vision. And then, so you see all that happen. At the end of the episode, we see Director Haywood has now created another Vision.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out next week, which is the season finale.
And prior to that, Agatha was saying, Wanda, you shouldn't have the power to do this unless now I know who you are. Mm-hmm. And they've been calling her Wanda Maximoff the entire time, but we know she was the Scarlet Witch. Mm-hmm. And when Agatha said, you're the Scarlet Witch, it was just aha. Because it was like nobody's ever addressed her as that in none of the movies.
None of them. She's always been Wanda Maximoff.
Right. And now
now she's officially Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, which is a whole different animal.
So we know that came from Agatha. Agatha Harkness.
Fight to the death. Scarlet Witch or the Phoenix.
I saw you ask that. I might go with Phoenix. But I don't know. They're both really powerful. I have to go. I'm still going with the Phoenix.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm going with Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause when she flipped and turned into the Phoenix, it was like, oh, bitch, you crazy and powerful shit.
Bitch killed goddamn Professor X and Cyclops. What's his name? Is it Cyclops?
I don't
The
remember.
dude with the glasses.
That.
Scott.
Yeah,
Scott something.
yeah, that is
He is Cyclops.
Yeah.
On True Blood?
No. Where's
Tara?
Gambit?
Tara? I'm just fucking with you.
Is it what? Is it Cyclops or Gambit?
No, Gambit had the cards.
Okay, so then it's Cyclops.
He's Cyclops. Yeah, no, I was just fucking with you.
Yeah, I ignored you. I'm good for that. I ignored you.
So WandaVision is getting good. Catch up, guys.
Next
Get
week
back.
is the season finale. Only 9 episodes, y'all. So if you haven't watched it, please catch up so we can have a discussion.
Yeah, we going in next week because it'll be released on Friday. Everybody should be caught up. Next Sunday, deep dive on Wanda. Press play. Snowfall is back.
Yes.
Now, me and Mel like this show so much that we're going to do an entire podcast on Snowfall, which was Mel's idea a year ago or something. So we're gonna do that and give you extra content on Patreon for Snowfall deep dives. But right now I want to go over episode 1.
Okay.
Can't do 2 yet because I ain't finished.
You haven't finished it.
But let's go
ahead.
all the
Have a
way
fresh take.
into episode 1. All right. Now we know Franklin was shot.
By Melody.
Yeah, by his ex.
Yeah, ex-girlfriend,
Yeah.
The girl next door. The girl he literally grew up next door to.
It always be them. It always be them.
And then, yeah, after he killed her father.
Yeah, you got that.
After he turned her into a whole crackhead. Well, he
didn't
didn't turn her into a
He tried to
crackhead.
keep her from
She
being
really
crackhead.
turned herself into a crackhead.
Yeah.
Because she knew what crack did.
Mhm.
But yet she was at that party right before she graduated. Well, after she graduated, before she was supposed to go off to Spelman. And that's when she tried crack for the first time. And baby girl been strung out ever since.
And it's been revealed that I guess she's clean now.
Yeah, she is clean now. And she's holding that Bible and thumping it real hard.
Yeah, such a
The Lord.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't
But
like it either. I don't like this new melody.
yeah, I'm not a fan. But Franklin, of course, is back. He's injured. He's starting to come back outside. He has a cane. His boy Leon has been holding things down. He's kind of taken over the projects and kind of made a mainstay. I think they made a point to show you how powerful Leon was. They had him fucking the shit up, sexing the heck out of the girl. And everybody could hear it outside.
Sexing the heck.
And everyone could hear it outside. And he gave her like 8 of them things. There was a lot going on. And then Franklin, says, "Hey man, I kind of need you to kind of come work with me." And he's like, "Nah,
I'm not feeling that.
I'm not gonna be a driver. I got a whole thing going on right here. I'm good." And Franklin, of course, always the businessman, always the diplomat, has squashed certain beefs with certain people that some of the crew don't think should be squashed. And that brings about an issue between him and Leon. And he cuts Leon off from the supply, and Leon goes back to the hood. And I rule the day that comes to play, because I don't think Leon is playing around. He got a whole project with him.
Yeah,
That's
I
gonna be
think,
bad.
I ultimately think Leon is going to end up humbling himself and having to go back to Franklin because he doesn't have any product. And the product that he does have has already been cut multiple times. And your people are not going to keep fucking with you if you have bad product. They will find somebody else to buy from. So he's not going to humble himself. He's not, shut up. He's not going to find a new connect. Like, he's going to end up going back to Franklin because Franklin has the best shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like it's going to have something to do with this war because Franklin so there's a drug war that's going on between Manboy and Scully. Is that his name? And for those of y'all who don't know, Manboy is played by a dude named Melvin Gregg. I don't know if y'all seen him on Instagram, but he did like a whole lot of videos and stuff. But and Scully is played by Stacy. Y'all know Stacy from The Wood. But yeah, who always seems to play these like drug dealer, gangbanger type characters.
Once you get you to dance, man, I happen to know she liked that song, If This World Were Mine. Yeah.
He's not aged well. But so there's a war going on between the two of them, and Louis advises Franklin like, hey, if we're going to back somebody, I think we need We need to back Scully, not Man-Boy, because Man-Boy is very smart. And the moment we get done with dealing with Scully, he's going to try to take us out. So I don't advise that we do go down this path. Jerome wants them to back Man-Boy. For some, I'm not even going to get into it. Okay. I got to wait till you finish episode 2.
Okay.
Because there's a whole lot that fucking happens, y'all. And I need for Nu to catch up because we got to talk about this.
I'm going to catch up tonight, and then we're going to try to record the Snowfall pod Thursday?
Yes.
Yes. So, we'll figure that out. But also, don't forget Patreon. Sign up. What else are you watching?
I am also watching Queen Sugar, and The Walking Dead. It comes back tonight.
I am a season and a half behind on Walking Dead.
Oh, you need to catch up.
I do. Like, I really need to catch up.
It's really good. Also, I've watched I Care a Lot. Oh,
I heard that was crazy.
Oh my God! For those of y'all who have not seen I Care a Lot, I highly recommend it. Like, I was so disgusted by this woman and her character. Like, it was hard for me to watch it. Like, I did not like her. I wanted to hurt her.
Oh.
Cause she did a lot of bullshit, like a lot of fuck shit. But I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm gonna let Nu watch it so we can come back and talk to y'all about that. Yeah, but I definitely recommend I Care a Lot.
I heard people saying, I can't watch this shit.
It's so hard to watch.
It was kind of like Malcolm and Marie.
Yeah.
In response to people not wanting to watch it.
Yeah, because she's a horrible person. Like, like, Malcolm and Marie is them arguing. It's a relationship. I get it. They arguing. This is just a trash individual. And when you see how she's working people over, like, it makes you be like, either you hate her or you love her. And if you love her, I can't fuck with you as a person. Because she's shady as fuck.
Okay. I'm going to check it out. That sounds like a lot. Before we get up out of here, I want you guys to know that Currency, the Hot Spitter, new album is out now called The Collection Agency. It's like 9 or 10 tracks. But what I love about Currency is he makes adult contemporary hip hop. The kind of rap I made before I retired. You know, musical beats, very melodic. He talking some real shit. Ain't no killing about nobody dying. It's just, I'm chilling, making my money. I got a nice girl, my family. It's just some chill, grown man shit. Real definitely do this. And the music sonically, it's a fucking masterpiece. The stand-up tracks were, the shout-out track. It's something about my ancestors smiled on me. That song was really good. In that song, he has a line where he says, "I never stopped to grind because without it, ain't no shine." You know what I'm saying? And no breaks. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely felt him on that. Bryson Tiller put out the deluxe version of his album Anniversary. It's got a couple new songs on it. And that's the album I think a lot of us skipped over it. His first album, everybody loved it. Mm-hmm. And the second album, we just kind of skipped it.
It's so funny because we were playing Bryson Tiller yesterday at the party. And I was like, oh, this is Bryson Tiller. I'm like, wonder where he's been. Had no idea he put out an album. So
he put out an album like last October. Oh. And then he put out the deluxe this Friday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bryson.
Yeah, you got a track with Drake on there. Like,
who's in charge of his marketing? Why don't we know about this?
That's what I'm telling you now.
Oh, that's why we don't know?
No, I'm now in charge.
Fire your A&R.
I'm now in charge. I'm the A&R. I'm the ABCD. Mm-hmm. So yeah, and you can always get a Party and Kickback playlist. The newest music is going to be on there, so you can always listen to it. That sounds like you haven't been listening to the playlist.
I haven't.
You should listen to the playlist. Before we get out of here, sports really quickly. The Wizards have won 7 of the last 8 games.
Oh, Wiz kids.
Bradley Beal is a leading scorer.
Hey, baby daddy.
I'm going to say this now. Bradley Beal is the best offensive player in the NBA. I think he's a top 5 player, period. He shut down LeBron James, beat him, beat Damian Lillard, beat the Joker in Murray, beat the Brooklyn Nets, a team everybody thinks is great because they have Kyrie, James Harden, and KD. Beat them twice. And we had a terrible record to start the season. Now that everybody's healthy and over COVID, we kicking ass. We're beating all the best teams. We lost to the Clippers in the middle of that one I just ran off. You can't beat everybody. We're not going to go undefeated. We beat LeBron, beat the Nets twice, we beat everybody.
Go Wiz Kids.
Go Wiz Kids. He's an All-Star Game starter. Just hats off to Bradley Beal.
Hey, baby daddy.
I think the Jazz are legit. They're the best record in the league. They're the hottest team in the league. I don't think they're going far. They're going to have a great regular season, and they're going to fix all the playoffs. The Lakers are in trouble. Too many injuries, and that can bite them in the end, depending on when Anthony Davis comes back and when Dennis Schroeder comes back. Depending on when they come back, how they come back, this might be a scratch season for them. They might be one and done and get in the playoffs and lose in the second, third round. We'll see. The NBA is exciting though. The All-Star game is coming up. The Wizards are going to be here on I think May 10th and May 12th. I'm probably going to both games if you want to go. They'll be here.
I'm going to try to go.
I know you want to try to get close to the Panda.
With the what?
Bradley Beal.
The Panda? Why you call him that?
They call him that. They went out, whenever they went out to eat, when they were young players, he would just eat all the food. They were like, damn, nigga, you eat like a goddamn panda.
Oh my God.
So you could cook for him. Then he would eat all the food.
I mean, I could cook for him. He could love my cooking.
I'm just saying. When you gonna make some jerk chicken pasta?
I don't know. You know, I will say, so this is a whole sidebar. It's related to cooking, but like after the baby shower, I already have no desire to cook. Like none. It makes me question all my passions about food. Like, yeah, I'm just over it.
What did you make?
So I made a charcuterie board. I really enjoy making charcuterie boards. And I made it out of the letters for the baby's name. I fried some chicken. We did some stuffed mushrooms, some crab stuffed mushrooms, and some vegan crab stuffed mushrooms. I did some buffalo cauliflower. Did some roasted Brussels sprouts. Because there were vegan people there.
Yeah.
And one thing I have really come to realize is that I have no desire to cook vegan food. Like, it is way too cumbersome. Like, there's just it's too involved. Too many ingredients and shit. Like, just to try to make some imitation shit, it's just, no. I have no desire. So, but I am looking forward to planting my garden because it looks like we're above freezing temperatures from now on because March is tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to planting my garden. That really gives me joy. That's like the one thing.
You know, I'm gonna start in March as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing two things. What were my two things I was doing?
I don't know.
It was some kind of pepper.
Oh, that's right. You're growing. I have a string bean plant if you want one.
Sure.
Look, those are about to go into the ground like this week because they have gotten so big and they need to be planted.
Okay, so string beans, whatever pepper, and it was something that I could eat regularly.
You want like a leafy green, like a kale or a spring mix or like arugula or something like that?
Yes.
I have those too.
Yes.
All right.
Something that I could just eat. Because I wanted something, like a pepper that goes with shit. And something that I could just literally make a bowl of that. So that would be perfect.
I'll give you a tomato plant too, because you don't need one of them.
Okay.
But you have to get that little patio garden thing, the little city pickers thing, and because it's a whole, like, the tomato plants get big. Okay. So.
Then come on, like, you have a garden? Like, yeah, I do have a garden. Take off your bra. You know what I'm saying? It's 95% of the time, it works 100% of the time. You know what I'm talking about? So, hey guys, thank you for tuning in to another episode. We have to go and record our other podcast, Choke and Stroke, that's available on Patreon.
Subscribe to Patreon.
Patreon.com/a pod named Kickback.
And if you guys have any questions or topics or things that you would like to hear us discuss, please hit us up on all social media platforms and feel free to email us. We are a pod named Kickback everywhere. A pod named Kickback on Facebook, a pod named Kickback on IG, pod named Kickback at gmail.com. And like I said, on Patreon, patreon.com/podnamekickback. So, you literally cannot not find us. Like, we're everywhere under the same name. So
we're like a cheating
thing.
boyfriend in the middle of a restaurant. You're going to see us.
Just
You're going to see us.
Dining and bopping.
Dining and bopping. Thank y'all for tuning in. Another great episode. Feel good. I want to get back to Snowfall and finish that tonight.
And watch The Walking Dead tonight.
Shit, I gotta catch up on The Walking Dead. But I will say this: we are sponsored by
Mo. We totally left you out this week, and you know what, Mo? We're gonna be using another thing that happened this week to me. I'm sorry, y'all. So we have a cleaning lady for the Airbnb, right? Mm-hmm. Who normally comes after whenever one of our guests leaves. So my best friend hits her up, like, hey, hits the lady up. Hey, are you still coming on the 1st? She gets on the 28th. She gets a message back. I'm so sorry to tell you that I forgot to put in this. Let's call it Mimi. Mimi has passed away. She passed away like 2 days ago.
Damn.
Yeah. So no more cleaning lady, which is why we are now going to be using Mo's Marvelous Cleaning.
Hey.
So we actually hit up Mo. She was busy, but we're gonna be using her for the next time. Test run and stuff. See how that goes. But for those of you who are interested in her cleaning services, please feel free to reach out to her at 678-887-1585. Once again, there's Mo's Marvelous Cleaning. You can find her under IG on the same name, because that's, 678-887-1585. So please hit her up.
If you're in the Georgia area.
Yeah, because she's not driving to North Carolina to go clean your house.
And also, since you have a house, you might need house insurance or auto insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Holler at the Nu and Mel agency. I will give you that number, 470-207-8427. Or just text me or send me a DM. And ladies, don't come to my DM trying to use insurance as a way to get you some. And you're not going to get any of them things that way. Come to my DM, business only. You hear me? Unless you're a Shanti. Sure. Thank you for tuning in. God bless you. Good night. Uno.
Good night, everybody.
We out.
Y'all. We'll see y'all next week.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
Have a good week. Go forth and prosper. And yeah.
All right. That was your dragon. Get out. All right.